This is Once Upon a Time, Season 2, Episode 18 review. It's titled Selfless, Brave, and True. Character backstory: August Booth, aka Pinocchio, and Tamara, who's Neil's fiance. Anyway, we have Mary Margaret pretty much is pretty much trying to come to grips about what she did to Cora and how her deed is affecting her. So she goes out to the woods and blow some steam, shoot some arrows. She stumbles upon August, who has hid himself away from the others, and because he is now completely turned to wood, and he's ashamed of the actions he has taken in his life. Emma is then shocked when Neil invites his fiancée Tamara to come to Storybrooke. Mind you, because the curse is broken. We have Ruby turn into wolves. The Queen has her magic back. Rumpelstiltskin, Blue Fairy, dwarves. I mean, it's just all these fairy tales in one place. Do we really need more outsiders to come and see this? I'm just saying, this is not a theme park. Just saying. And so we have that situation, and then we actually we got some flashbacks going on. So this is pretty much before the curse is broken. We see August out in somewhere in Asia. It's 2011. And wakes up and he realizes his leg is turning to wood, and he's like tripping out, like, "Hey, do you see this?" Now, mind you, only people from the fairy tale world can see pretty much his leg being turned to wood. Everybody else cannot see it. So the Asian girl, like, your leg is your leg. Well, I'm looking at your leg. And she go back to sleep. So then he goes to the hospital, and he's like, "My leg is turned to wood," and they're like, "Sir, there's nothing wrong with you." And then he goes to stab his leg to show that the man that if my leg is turning to wood, mind you, he doesn't even bleed. But the Asian doctor's not even worried about the fact that he's bleeding. He's like, "The dude just stabbed himself. He needs to go into the psych ward right now." Psych ward. So he's like, "Oh, snap." So then he runs and he bumps into this other Asian dude who's like, "You have a condition? I know somebody could pretty much help you." He's like, "I doubt anybody can help you." The Asian dude was like, "No, trust me. He can help you." He called himself the Dragon. I'm like, ooh, cool. Anyway, and then he ends up meeting this Asian dude who calls himself the Dragon, and he can pretty much help people like August. And he says what he's gonna need is something variable to him. So he takes off this pendant, which is funny because since he is Pinocchio, the pendant he has on is a whale. The whale from Pinocchio, and the string around it is what he kept from his dad. So he gives him that, and the Aiden Day goes, "I also need 10,000 American dollars." I'm like, oh damn, man, magic is pricey. 10,000 American dollars. Oh, that's pricey. That's some pricey magic. I think I'd rather just turn to wood. That's too much. Anyway, he then goes up to this bar and he bumps into Tamara. She says she got cancer. And so she came out to find somebody, stuff like that. So she then goes off and talks to somebody on the phone and asks, August to watch her bag. He sees she got $10,000 in her bag. He takes it and just runs off. Alright. Obviously, and he goes back to the dragon and gets the stuff fixed, and then he ends up seeing going back to New York, and he meets up with Neil, and he tells Neil that he is Emma's pretty much in Storybook, and the curse is about to be broken. I'm about to head over there, and Neil's like, "I don't want the curse to be broken, because if the curse is broken, that means my dad's gonna come look for me." He's like, "Dude, I don't want to be I don't want to be back to wood. I'm going back and get my stuff." So Neil's like, "Ugh." Then we see Tamara again watching them from a distance with her little cell phone, and then she has coffee, right? Then then she turned around, like she on her way and bumps into Neil. Thus, now she then collided with Neil, and this is how they meet. And that's pretty much before the curse. Back to the present day storybook. We have Snow. Since he found August, he sort of not tell anybody, but it's Mary Margaret. She's gonna tell somebody. So then she brings Emma and Geppetto, to try to find come see August, and then we had Geppetto confessing about the whole, the wardrobe, stating that it was actually enough for two people in there, but I told Blue Fairy to lie to you. So my second go. Now, Mary Margaret just goes and punches the crap out of Geppetto, and Emma's like, "Mary Margaret." I realized Emma has yet to refers to Mary Margaret and David as mom and dad. I have yet to hear her say mom and dad. She always says David or Mary Margaret. I guess it's sometimes they used to. I mean, not every day you wake up, find out, your dad is Prince Charming and your mom's white, and your son, grandson, grandpappy is Rumpelstiltskin. It's not every day you find this, and his stepmama's the evil queen from Snow White. It's not every day you find information like this. So I guess it's still taking used to. Anyway, Mary Morgan punches the crap out Geppetto, and Emma's like, he apologized, and Geppetto's like, no, I deserve it. And Snow White's like, no, I don't get move me. It's the darkness in us. See, good Snow White will never punch nobody in the face once they apologize. Confess themselves. But badass Snow White would. So, this is gonna be interesting. Can't wait to see her full blown badass. Anyway, they get to the I guess you say a trailer, and August's not there. Reason August is not there because Tamara came and found him. And she then pretty much tells him that she knows that he took the $10,000, and then he realizes that one, she lied about her having cancer. She never had cancer. She is searching for magic, and so she tells him that she has the vial from the green dragon, and she ended up, I mean, not the green dragon, the dragon. She ended up killing the dragon too because she wanted to make sure that nobody else would find him. So she kills the dude. I'm like, dang, you just up here killing old people. What's wrong with you? Killing the elderly. She has no respect for her elders. She just kills him. Tells Pinocchio that I know you. That you're gonna take these keys, go to my apartment in New York because you're selfish. You're selfish. You only think about yourself. So then we do see August, driving off and whatnot, and then he realizes that the broad was lying. He turns back to try to warn everybody. We didn't have Regina, who's the evil queen from Snow White, approach Owen, the outsider, and she's like, I finally realized where I remember from it, and she, tells about Owen. So he's like, I came here to find my father. I let him go after that, and he's like, I don't believe you. And she's like, well, I suggest you leave. Pretty much threatening to do because Magic's back now. We know what she can do. She can rip our hearts and stuff. We know what she can do. And so that's that situation with her, and Owen. So, pretty much, you better leave. You better leave. I run this. I run this. Anyway. Then we back to Pinocchio. He goes into the sheriff station looking for everybody and goes to call him. He'll come tomorrow. She'll hook the phone and says that you're not going to tell nobody. And pretty much goes to electrocute him. Now, remember, he is now fully wood. That will, burn and whatnot. And so then we have Emma. She had got the call, so they run. It's her, Geppetto, David, Henry, and Snow. They run toward the fire station, the police station. He comes out, wood and stuff, and he pretty much dies in Geppetto's arm. And before he could try to tell him that Tamara is there, and Neil approaches there too. And then we have the Blue Fairy. We have Henry say, "Selfless, brave, and true," because of his action should be enough to turn him back to a human. So the Blue Fairy comes in and she's like, if he was truly selfless, brave, and true, then he should refer to human. So she uses her magic and he turns into a boy, not a grown man. He reverts back to a boy and turns into a real boy. He's like, Papa, and stuff. And since he is now a boy, he can't remember what he was going to tell Emma when he was an adult. So Tamara comes up and she's like, yes, and you can see the relief on her face, like, yes, he can't remember me, yes. And stuff like that. And so for Snow, it kind of gives her hope that there is a second chance, about her darkness and stuff. So then we have a private moment with Snow and Mary Margaret and David. And she tells David that she went to see Regina, asked her to rip out her heart, kill her. So, and when she did, she realized that her heart was turning blank. And and how David is. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. It's kind of like the good guy. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. Anyway, we then go back to Owen. He's talking on the phone with somebody, talking about, oh, where are you, and stuff like that. And then we have him open a door, and it's Tamara, and then they kiss. I'm like, what? The whole time it was Neil's fiance that he was talking to this whole time since he's been in Storybrooke. They're both searching for magic. I'm like, oh my God, this is about to get good. This is about to get good. And stuff. And Neil, early in the episode, Neil was reluctant to tell Emma about how he and Tamara met, because it's kind of obvious that he's still in love with Emma. It's kind of dude. I mean, kind of rich, Anyway, that was that episode.
Tomorrow. I mean, I knew she's gonna be trusted. I know it. I know it. Well, anyway, it's gonna be a while. I think they said about 3 weeks. Apparently, a lot of shows are going on 3 weeks hiatus for the moment. So this upcoming Sunday is actually gonna be it's gonna be sort of behind the look of how Once Upon a Time itself, like look behind the scenes. We get to kind of talk to the actors and see them, kind of show how it is and stuff. So, and the next episode is gonna be on April 21st. It's gonna be the 19th episode of fourth season. It's gonna be titled Lacey. So I'm not sure who's gonna be in that episode, but it's gonna be definitely be good. Oh, obviously we'll get back to Belle in this one too, because it says starring Emma, Regina, Henry, Belle Gold, Neil, a thief, and a guy named Keith. So obviously this is gonna be very, very interesting. Definitely, because we haven't really seen Belle in a while too. But that was pretty much that episode. Selfless, Brave, and True, pretty good. Find out about tomorrow. Obviously, the situation between is gonna get good. Oh, I feel bad for Neil because it's probably gonna crush his heart. But then again, he can always go back to Emma. I mean, you already got a kid together. Just saying. Anyway, see you guys next time on Once Upon a Time. Darius. Bye.
Child of the pure